I'm 5'11" and she's 4'9". She mentioned that when we were messaging, but it still kind of took me aback when I met her and saw how tiny she is. She's not a
What?
dwarf or anything. She's from
Hold
a
up.
part of Latin America where the people are pretty small. So everything is in proportion. She's actually really pretty. But at the same time,
Don't tell me
standing
this is on Let's Run. This is you reading this from Let's Run right now. Are you reading this from Let's Run? What is going on, bro? Why is this on Let's Run?
Wait, let me finish. Let me finish. But at the same time, standing next to her was like standing next to a 10-year-old or something. I'm still
Oh,
trying to
wait. Whoa. What?
I'm still trying to figure out how I feel about it. Had a great time, honestly. It's just very novel to me. Shortest girl I ever dated before was 5'1", and that felt pretty short. Yeah, this was on a
You know
thread.
what?
Anyone ever date a super short girl before? Went on a date today with a girl who is 4'9" on Let's
Why is
Run.
this on Let's Run? Wajo, my boy, I ain't trying to call you out. Take that down, bro. Let me just help take that down.
Well, I'm Joshua
Rojo,
Potts, Mr. Possible, always the
yo,
brother with the same mother, Aaron Potts, Super Hot Potts, and
yes,
you're
sir.
watching and listening to your favorite two black runners every single
Two black Tuesday. You feeling conflicted, bro? I don't know what was going on Let's Run, bro. Come on,
bro.
man.
I'm sorry if we offended anybody. I don't know. There's some funny things on Let's Run, bro. There's some funny things. There's some offensive things. There's a lot of things on Let's Run. It's just an interesting place, to say the least, bro. This is a top trending thread right now, bro. Like,
It's top. That's the hot. So that's what's hot.
That's what's hot right now. That's what's hot.
Y'all, Let's Run. Y'all, as always, y'all don't fail to wild out, man.
It is weird though to think that this is what hot. This is what's on the message boards when this Sunday we just had a great meet. You feel me? We had a
Get the
great
New York
event.
Marathon.
The New York City Marathon went down. I'm pretty sure everybody listening to this tuned into New York City Marathon. You guys knew what went down. We saw a course record go down on the men's side. We had a battle to the finish on the women's side. We had some great competition for the Americans as well. Kellen Taylor and Foot Simpson and Lasasi. Hey, homie from last week, top American, doing his thing this week. Aaron, what were your biggest takeaways from the New York City Marathon this past Sunday?
I mean, there was another really big race. I don't know if you guys heard about it, but it was the Santa Barbara Half Marathon.
Oh, wait, we'll get back to your race, bro. We'll get to your race. Hold on, bro.
No, but that I'm just saying that took away from some of my time to sit down and really, dig into this thing and watch this thing. I just wanted to give that as a preference. But, coming into this race, we knew on the women's side that this was, one of the best fields of all time with Helen O'Beary. We know how great she is. Won Boston just this year. Bridget Kozai, she had the world record for a time at 2:14. We know about Elizabeth Gaudet, everything that she's done on the track, and she's a half marathon world champion. And then you got returning Sharon. So, and then also Mary Nugugai, I may be saying that wrong, but 2:16. So there was a lot. Edna Kiplagat. There was a lot of big athletes in here on the American side. We had Kellen. We had Molly Huddle coming back. So I was expecting to see I was expecting to see something really fast. We'll get to the men's. They ran 2:04 and broke the course record. I was expecting to see something fast, but it ended up being a tactical race between heavyweights coming down. In that last mile. We saw a sprint finish. Like, that's, people might complain about the times, but we don't really get to see kicks to the end that much. And you had Helen versus Elizabeth Gaudet. So I thought that was just super cool to see. But Sharon getting third, I think that's huge. That says a lot about her coming back. And after winning last year and getting third, shows that she's legit. She's here. Elizabeth Gaudet, I think this is only her second marathon. She's ran 2:16 before, but it shows she could run these harder courses. And then Helen, she's won Boston. She's won 2 majors now. I mean, she's here, She might not have the crazy 2:14, 2:16 time, but she can win on tough courses and tough races. I don't know what it's going to be like in Paris, but we know that she's capable of running fast. So those are some of the takeaways. And then when I think about on the American side, Kellen Taylor, I mean, she finished 8th, 2:29. Sure, she's not happy with that time, but we have to remember to, I mean, we were talking about this before, and I'm like, it's kind of like, I feel like for her, I didn't see any interviews, but it's like, yeah, she finished eighth top American, but I think she expects that. And I feel like she would have wanted to, like, beat some of these amazing women that are right ahead of her, like a Edna Kiplagat. Like, that would have been huge. But I think about, what if she wouldn't have finished further back? That would have been, something I sure she's really upset with. And this is also like her first marathon since having her last child, I believe. I know she's ran some races leading up to this, but I think it still was a pretty good showing for her. First time being top American, I believe. First marathon in a while, and she finishes eighth place, top 10 at New York. I think she's fit. I think she's fit. I think she came out here, she competed. I like what she said about Orlando. That's a whole nother subject. She said, like, if it's hot, it's hot. I'm here to race. And, that's what the New York City Marathon
Yeah.
is about. But that's some
And
of my
she
thoughts just on the women.
she definitely showed that at New York. Like, she was leading the race for some of it. They're running like 6 minute pace, and Kellen was all like, okay, I'll stay into the front and I'll lead, even though she's never been the top American at New York before. And she stepped up and did that. And I think that's kind of like the whole NAZ elite mentality in a way, too. I think Footsum's all like, I'm going to put myself into it and just die. This man ran 3 marathons in the past 11 months. Like, I don't think people are really realizing how much time he spent on the road. So, like, a lot of knowledge has gone into that. I don't think that was even his best performance that he could do at New York, but it's his first time doing it. But for me, my biggest takeaway from the New York City Marathon, honestly, it was a crazy finish. The finish was absolutely crazy. I'm honestly like kind of like, well, this is my biggest takeaway, and it goes into another thing I was going to say. Bridget Koske, during the media rounds before the meet, she was asked about Tisget Asafa's marathon world record when she broke it, ran that 2:11 in Berlin. Bridget Koske was asked about it. What you feel about it? She said, I didn't feel anything when she broke the world record. She said, that record will return to Kenya. That's all she had to say.
She said, I ain't worried about nothing. Like, it ain't nothing to me. It ain't nothing but a chicken wing. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Hey,
that's what
I love
happens
to
when
hear
you one of the
that.
greats. That's what happens when you one of the greats. You don't worry about that. It's
She
coming
said,
back to
I
Kenya.
started this, bro. I started this.
And it's all like, it may not be Bridget, but it may be Helen. Like, honestly, I think Helen is a position after winning Chicago and New York, what runner up last year in New York. She's getting better and better. Somebody that was great on the track, has the speed, now has the strength. Like, she's going to be someone that may end up being that dominant force on the roads until we see that full transition of like Safon and Sonam Tesbegade being there all the time. But I don't know, like
She's just getting started. She's just
yeah.
really getting started.
But those
And
Kenyan women definitely are there. Helen Obiri's there. Bridget's still there. We Paris Jeptiture didn't even race because she had a little bit of injury. But like those Kenyan women, they're looking to get that record back. And it's just funny to see that like the Ethiopians and Kenyans, like they're still going at it. She said, I didn't feel nothing. Like, we gonna get that back. We gonna get our lick back. That's all she had to say.
yeah, bro. I mean, Helen has ran New York last year, New York this year, and I believe she won Boston.
Yes.
She's only really ran 3 marathons, and they've all been the US ones that are not fast. So what happens when she gets on a Valencia type of course or Chicago?
Yeah.
What happens? I think, she's probably going to head over. She going to Berlin soon. Like, it's going to be cool. And we know she has, she has the track speed to do it. But in the same time, Bridget Kosgei, she ran in 2014 is when she ran 2:14. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? She was the first one to drop that thing down.
Yeah.
So we'll see. On the men's side too, it just looked like it was a super fast race. 2:04. I believe the record before was 2:0. I'm forgetting now. Was it 2:06?
205, something.
2:05, and it was in 2011. So that's a pretty big deal. Even the second place 2:06.57. I think third all time is like 2:06.48. So pretty fast race. Footsum finishing 10th place. There was a lot of hype around Cheserek, who finished 8th in his debut, 2:11.07. And Cam Levins, there's a lot of hype around him. Just for the US audience. He ended up DNFing. But I think even for Footsum, I think it was a decent race for him. I'm sure he wanted to finish higher up too. But from when we talked to him, it seemed like it was about going out there and kind of like testing, seeing what feedback you get, what you learn, and then now you know what you need to tweak going into Olympic trials. If anything, that would be my kind of thoughts about his race, I think.
No, yeah, for sure. And Olympic trials are a big deal for a lot of people and makes people make some big changes as well. Some big decisions have gone to the play going into the Olympic trials. And we saw a big decision fully come to light this past week. Aaron, you like that segue real quick.
I was like,
Elise
what you about to
Cranny,
say about Footsum? I was like,
Elise
okay.
Cranny, the next person to leave Bowerman Track Club, the next Bowerman babe to leave the club. Now, this is our time. Let me just come in right now. Let me come in real quick before everybody, gets crazy. This is our
speculation,
our unreasonable speculation about everything. We know nothing, but I think these are the conversation that everybody's having them. So you're gonna get it from two black runners just having this conversation.
I'm not saying I definitely don't know nothing, but I kind of know something. No, I'm just kidding. But what I'm saying, I don't know if anyone else is thinking what we're about to say though.
Yeah. But I want to go over kind of what Elise said in her Instagram post. She did end up saying, I feel blessed to have been surrounded by most incredible teammates, supporters, mentors, but most importantly, friends these last 4 years. It is truly the people and community that make a place so hard to leave. And the Bowerman community tops the list in terms of the communities to go to. A very, very special, unique, powerful, inspiring, genuine group that I feel so lucky to have been a part of. Bowerman will always be my second family. Like truly, Elise loved Bowerman Track Club, but she's leaving right before the Olympic trials, just like Grant Fisher. Aaron, what's going on? What's happening?
You know what? I felt like that was like, why I feel like I was reading like a breakup text right now.
We were.
If you love, like she still loves Bowerman. She loves Bowerman and what it is. But sometimes when you love something, you gotta let it go. You know?
Preach.
You know what I'm saying? And like it is, yeah, I think Elise is big. We talked about this not that long ago. I think losing someone like Elise is big. It kind of says a lot. She's like really the face of the women, and she had an amazing year this year.
She just won the 5K and 10K at USA's.
Yeah, like
she beat Alicia Monson in doing that. Alicia Monson had a monster year the year before and like smacked Elise. You feel me?
Yeah. No, it definitely raises more questions to have Cooper, Grant. It's like, who is leaving next? But it leads me back to what I'm just going to say. I'm starting to wonder, is Jerry Schumacher leaving? That's what I'm thinking about. Everyone's asking who is the next athlete that is leaving? But is there a coach leaving and someone else coming in because he's so busy with his work at Oregon or
Sean Bronson?
Wow. Hold up.
The new Bowerman coach, Sean Bronson.
No. Hold up. That might be it right there. Wait, where did all of his athletes just transfer to? Where did his entire athletes where did they go? Where did Sam
go? Oh.
Where did she go?
Oregon.
Sam McDonald. Who's that girl that transferred from Virginia?
Mia Barnett.
Mia Barnett? And where did she transfer to?
Oregon.
Hold up. Wait. Nah.
Sean Bronson, the Bowerman Track Club confirmed. Hold on.
Or is he? Oh, wait. Hold up. I don't even know.
This is the thing, Aaron. This is the thing. We were talking about this last time. I was all like, bro, Jerry busy. Like, there's no way. I was looking it up. We looked it up. 2023 track and field. 7 coaches are on staff, including Shalane Flanagan. He has to manage 7 coaches. This dude's the director of track and field operations. There's 84 men and women on the track and field team. That's a lot of kids to control. I go over to Bowerman Track Club. There's 3 coaches on the staff that are listed. We got Jerry Schumacher, Shalane Flanagan, and then Colleen Little, the athletic trainer. 2 of the coaches are coaching Oregon athletes, 84 of them. And then we got 13 athletes at Bowerman Track Club. That's a lot of, I don't know, bro. I don't know. that
That sounds like a lot of work to me.
sounds a lot
But
of
what
work.
if, dang, if that's going to go, or Sean Bronson to Oregon? Is he like, I don't know. And Jerry goes back to coaching Bowerman.
Dude, maybe, but I think there has to be something in play of that, like him taking his time away from them and just like I gotta be focused on more me, Jerry, for this Olympic year. But I think it is gonna work out for the others like Sean McGorty, Mohamed, Charles Hicks. Like we've been seeing pictures of them still there with Bowerman Track Club. I think obviously they like how it's going. You know, they don't feel any
Yeah.
type of way, but I think some people can feel that type of way being in Eugene, being in Oregon. Like you're coaching here, you're coaching me. Like, bro, focus on what I gotta do.
I
You
just
know,
think,
I don't know.
regardless, I just think,
Unreasonable speculation.
regardless, I just think there's a new chapter in Bowerman, and it's not like a good or a bad thing. There is a new chapter in Bowerman. You know, this is a new chapter, regardless of what happens. Am I right? You know, no Grant, no Elise, like even like Cooper leaving too. A lot of people, Woody left. This is a new chapter in Bowerman, and some people, sometimes things change at your job, and it's just like, okay, it would be best. Their job says, hey, this is what's best for us right now is to do this thing, and then you decide what is best for you. And then for Cooper, Elise, Woody, um, shoot, all the people that left, they did what was best for them. So we're just trying to figure out what is Bowerman doing. Forget about what the athletes are doing. I'm thinking about what are they up to? What are they doing? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I'm just curious, what is Sean Bronson doing?
That would be, hey, you about to get this man a job, low key.
Come on, Sean.
Imagine Phil listening to this. He's like, you know what? Someone's
That's
list
a good
Jerry.
idea.
That's a great idea, you know?
A new chapter for the Bowerman Track Club and a new chapter for you, Aaron. You just this past weekend, Santa Barbara half marathon, went out there. He's back. The Dark Knight in the half.
What should
Bro,
Carrie say, man? I'm not back. I'm better.
come on. So, bro, I gotta ask, man. What was your takeaway from it, man? What was your takeaway? You got any stories? What was it like, man?
What was it like, bro? I mean, I would just say, you know, always, regardless, anybody out there still running, racing, when you get to the race, bro, just know it's different. Practice should be harder than the race. And that's how it was for me. My practices, I'm not even saying I didn't run a ton of mileage leading up to this. This is really me just getting conditioned. I was running like 35 miles a week average. My highest was 40. I didn't really do much, but I did workouts. And like the workouts I did was more aerobic effort things because I knew I just needed to feel that pain and push that. So I'd be doing 60-minute cut downs. And like, yeah, I had some good ones where I like was under 6 the entire time. And like the end, I was run like 5:30 or something. But that was hurting, bro. Like I was like, dang, I don't know. I gotta do this for 13. Like this might be tough. And I did a tempo last week, average 5:30. So I was like, all right, like, you know what? I could do this. So I guess the performance wise, I'm still pretty fit, bro. I'm not far away from where I'm not as far away as I would thought. I don't know. I knew I was gonna go under 120. I would have been like, dang, I'm really out of shape if I didn't. But yeah, I'm not that far away from what I was, and you really could get out there. But honestly, I was out there just enjoying it, having fun. I was running by everybody, cheering, yelling, getting hyped up. Also made me realize, like, dang, like I low key know a decent amount of people out here, bro. Shout out, hey, if anybody listening from the Santa Barbara area, shout out to you, man. Y'all were really cheering me on, bro. Like while I was running by, that was cool.
Wait, I have a question. What's the difference? What's the biggest difference for you of running? This isn't your first time doing like a road race because like we done like turkey
not
trots
really.
and stuff. Like we just did like turkey trots and stuff too. Like but like what's the difference for you of like what do you feel like would be different if like say you would have ran a 5,000 on a track? You know what I mean? Or like lined up for that. what was the major difference of like running a half marathon? And you're kind of like competing, you know, like you want to like beat people. I bet if you went up and ran, like when we did Take the Bridge, like when we ran Take the Bridge, like you were trying to beat people, or like when you did the
Yeah.
whatchamacallit, uh,
The 400 or what?
not the yeah, even the 400, even the
400 so
400
different.
or the I feel like is there a difference from lining up of a track race compared to lining up for like a half marathon, you think?
Yeah, no, I would say the biggest difference in the half is just like it's close similar to cross country, where there's like just especially that wasn't like a major or anything. It was probably like a field of like 4,000 people, but you know you're on the line with like 4,000 people out there, and you're on the line with people that are like out there for so many like different reasons. Like
Mm-hmm.
you have the elites up there, you have the people that are just trying to complete a marathon, you know, complete a half marathon. Um, you have the people that might have, you know, a story like they might be older and they used to run all the time, you know, and then they're getting back. There's just so many different like
Yeah.
energies like in the air. So yes, there's always that competitive like spirit, you know, to beat other people. But I'd also think there's just like, you know, the competitive energy for yourself, you know, and to just everyone, it's really like, you know, you're running by and people are hyped and cheering like on the other side that are running slower because they're just happy that, you know, they trained all this time and they were able to just show up, you know, and wake up and
Yeah.
like be here today. Like that was already accomplishment that they're like just out there. And I think that is something for everyone, even if you're like an elite athlete. I think it is like, you know, like my time isn't really anything like that, you know, amazingly great. But what's great is like I was committed myself, you know, for how much I might think is a little for someone, it may be a lot. And it's all relative to like how much time you have and what your priorities
Yeah.
are. But, you know, it is a celebration to know that like, you know, I stay committed to something for a certain amount of time. And then I got to like show it on that day and enjoy it and have fun. So I think that's the biggest difference. You can relate to that in track, but, you know, you could get blinded by just like, you know, it's a lot of pain. I don't know. Half marathon too, it's like I was pacing myself. Like, you know, I wasn't going out at like 5 minute pace, like like it's a long way to go, you know?
No, because I was thinking about it because on Saturday I was at the men's soccer game for Fullerton. So I was recording for ESPN Plus. That's part of my internship. So we're recording the game, and it was the semifinals to go to Big West on our home field, and we lost, and everything. And I'm all like, and I was thinking about it too because we running half the next day. I'm all like, dang, running a marathon would be cool. Like, I think I should run a
Yeah.
marathon, but I'm all like, bro, like low key, like if I'm a train for something, I low key want to train on the track again. Like,
Oh,
I don't know,
bro.
bro. There's
No, you
something
should.
something about like this is gonna sound weird. Now I'm gonna get off track, and I'm not trying to have a long podcast today. But it's just the fact of like losing, bro, in a sport is one like low key, like hear me out. Losing in a sport, even though it sucks, like once I stepped out of it, bro, like I realized that like it's the only place you can really lose in life.
Yeah,
There's
like which
there's nowhere else you can really lose. If I lose in my relationship with my girlfriend, that's heartbreaking. That changes
yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
entire
Yeah.
landscape of my
No,
life.
yeah.
If I
Yeah.
lose this track race, like, bro,
No.
I still have so many other things that I can still go home and be happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's so
I
many other things
mean,
in my life. Like track
yeah.
isn't everything, but like that care that we have to a certain sport, whether it's basketball, football, or whatever it is, like it doesn't
It's
you
all
can't get that anywhere thing else because outside of life, if you lose anything else out of life, like it sucks. You feel me? But in a sport,
yeah.
it doesn't have that weight of
That's deep.
consequences, you know?
No, no, no. It doesn't have that weight. And it's just the challenge. It's just the challenge.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's what I'm saying. Cause like losing for everyone is different, even in a half when you line up. Like losing to the elite person is like, yo, I didn't get first. Losing to someone might be like, I didn't finish. Or losing to be like, losing is defined as whatever you call it, you know, but you could be the person that makes it definitive. Like, oh, if I don't win this race, I'm a loser. That's
Yeah.
on you. Or
Yeah.
like you could learn from that though, but it's really like you. But back to like what you're saying about the track, like for me, what got me to like get back into running really was like running on the track, like and doing workouts. Like I didn't run that much mileage to run what I did. Like with some people, I don't know. But yeah, I liked doing the track workouts because I still have like a decent amount of speed and I'm training with people that do the marathon. So it's like, we doing 400s at 70. Like for me, that's like not that bad. It's the rest that gets me, like the jog rest or something.
Yeah.
But the speed part, and that's really fun. And like challenging yourself on the track is just so much easier to me. That's what surprised me because I did these track workouts on Wednesdays with them. And then I would do like cut downs sometimes. And the cut downs would always be like, dang, like I'm hurting, like, but I'm just pushing through, whatever. But then when we got to the race and we're going out, the first mile I ran like 5:58, and I was like, oh, like I'm chilling right now. Like I was like, I'm gonna be good. I even dropped some faster, like 5:40s when we started going downhill. And I just kept progressing throughout the race. And people went out way too hard, bro. People went out, you know what I'm saying? People just go out, bro. There was I ended up finished 30th. There are so many people ahead of me, bro. Like I probably started off like in like, shoot, it had to be like 50s, bro. Like
Dang, this is fast race.
No, they just went out. They all died, bro. Like everybody I passed, like your boy from the guy that shouted out Rosie, like they didn't. No one went with me. No one went with me. I'm like, yo, let's go. I'm trying to get this next group, and they be like, oh, bro, like I'm already fading. I'm like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, this one dude, I'm running next to him. He comes up, he passed me. Like the lead woman was ahead of me at this point. It's probably like 3-4 miles in. And like the lead woman, I was talking to your boy from Rosie about this because he was like, what are you trying to run? I was like, I'm trying to run under 120. And he's like, oh, I'm trying to run like a 125 though. I was like, I think I'm gonna try to catch up to the lead woman. And he's like, yeah, she's dropping like 540s right now. And I'm like, oh shoot, I don't know if I'm trying to do that. And then another dude runs up, he speeds past, he starts running. I'm like, yo, what you going for today? He's like 125. And I look at my watch, I'm like, hey, bro, we running 550s right now. We good. He's like, all right, I'll see you. Bro, I passed him. And he was like, wow. And I was like, bro, like
you just didn't pace yourself. Like,
yeah, bro, I told you. This dude went, I was just like, bro, I was like, bro, we 4 miles in. We running 550s right now. Why are you going faster?
We'll see. But before we get out of here, Aaron,
funny,
I gotta go. Like honestly.
Wait, okay. Wait, you wanted to wait? What did you gonna say? What are you gonna say? I was gonna tell you. Did you want to talk about the Rosie project thing for a sec, or no?
We don't got enough time now. We don't got enough time. But shout out, homeboy. Shout out, homeboy. You feel me? Rosie project never gonna die. Be honest. But I gotta stir the pots. I gotta stir the pots. We did this on running report, but as y'all can see, I haven't been putting up the running reports, bro. Life happens, you feel me? In school, all that stuff. But I gotta stir the pots, bro, because I don't understand, Aaron. I don't understand. We got this high school girl.
Stirred it with this Jerry with the.
Oh yeah, we low-key already stirred the pots, but we gotta stir it again. You gotta stir it again.
You stirred it a couple times this episode.
I'm just saying, we had this girl, second fastest outdoor girl ever in the 200, behind Allison Felix, I believe. No. Fourth fastest in the high school 100 meter ever. She has PRs of 11.0 and 22.43. And she just signed to go to USC. And nobody's talking about this, bro. Mia Brahe Pedersen. This needs to be more of a bigger deal. She's going to USC. She's from Oregon, lives 2 hours away out on Lake Oswego, and chose to go to USC over Oregon. That's someone we need to be talking about this more. This Mia Brahe Pedersen was at the U.S. Championships this past year. She's going to be in high school this year and be back at the Olympic trials and then go to USC. She's still in high school and she runs 11.0. Why are we talking about her signing to USC? Shout out Che B. That's over there. He was at Mount Sac. You feel me? He gonna be coaching Mia Brahe Pedersen. Now gonna get her right. You feel me? Melissa Jefferson's coach as well, transferred over, gonna get Mia Brahe Pedersen right, like for sure. But Mia said in an Instagram post, USC was her dream school since like elementary school. You feel me? That's why she chose it. Oregon will forever have her heart. You feel me? But I'm just like, what's going on? Why aren't people talking about this? And also, Aaron, what do you think? Is this a bigger gain for USC? A bigger loss for Oregon, or does it not really matter? Like Mia's gonna dominate wherever she goes.
I mean, she's gonna definitely dominate wherever she goes. To be honest, like she nice like that. I mean, I think it is a big deal for USC. Why is it not a big deal though? Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, when was the last time we had a sprinter just in general that like
Sidney
come out of
McLaughlin.
That's true. I mean, when she was in the Olympics at like
Yeah, she was
16.
an Olympian, but I don't
I
know.
was
I feel
gonna say
like,
Matthew Bolin though. Like he was like,
yeah,
sensation. Like everyone was like talking about it like that. But I really feel like this year though, I think this year will be the year, in my opinion, that people will really take notice because all of those things you listed, she did that as a junior. So like her senior year, let's say she runs 10-9, 95. Let's say she makes the team. Like is it not?
oh yeah, it's game
Is that
over.
possible? Is that possible? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I think this is the it's been a build out and the ones that know a build up, but the ones that know. But I think this year could really be a year where she is like a shining star, especially it's the Olympic year. And then like, she's gonna go to USC, right?
hmm
She's going to USC, and the Olympics are in
LA
LA in 2028. So like her time is coming. Their time is coming. She's gonna be set up ready and like she's gonna be a star at the LA Olympics for sure. Everyone's gonna be talking. That's just like everyone's like the local Oregon superstar. I think she's positioning herself great because she's gonna
yeah.
become the local LA superstar because she's an SC.
If she, man, I'm wishing best of luck to Mia. She's also really nice girl. We got been able to interview her a couple of times. I think she has a lot of potential. Her form is there. She seems hungry, humble person too. But
This
yeah,
coaching staff is so good. Like Quincy Watts, Joanna Hayes, Bolden, Carl Goodman, Melissa Jefferson's coach. But like they got Olympic Jabri Harris. It's like it's such a good team over there.
for real. Best of luck to her, man. Because I really do think that she can be. I think you're right. I think you're right. I think this can be the Olympic trials. She's there, you feel me, doing her thing. A lot of people will be watching, especially if she gets to the final. Her with sha'carri Richardson, you feel me? Like people, that's a conversation. If she makes the team, and still ends up going to USC and like does her thing there, once she breaks NCAA record at USC, yeah, she'll be forever like cemented. And people like USC's USC is different. Like that people know the fast runners that come out of USC. Definitely if
Yeah,
like you did your thing. Like Allison Felix didn't even run there and people know relate her with USC.
yeah. And people are always gonna love her in Oregon. Don't get it twisted.
No,
Every
for real.
time she races there, they're always gonna love her. Just like Prandini. Like they are not Prandini. Oh, actually, yeah, Prandini went to Oregon. She's not from Oregon though. She's actually from Oregon. Like, so
I can't think of someone like that.
Galen Rupp. Galen Rupp is like the only
But he didn't go
from
like who's someone that's
he
from
went to
Oregon,
Oregon.
right? No, but like he went to Oregon though, but like he's from Oregon too. Like who's
Yeah.
someone that's like from Oregon but didn't go to Oregon? Like Ryan Krauser, I don't where Ryan Krauser went
Oh,
to school. I don't know. But
um,
I don't know. Like I can't think of an Oregon star. Well, Tyrone Gorgie, he just went to Washington and he was a big deal. So I guess we just solved the precedent. I can't think of anyone
no.
else though.
But I think the Tracktown USA, like she's been doing it for. They love the
Yeah,
people that come from Oregon. They're not like they don't really hate on people. I feel like if they don't go to the college, you know what I mean? Like they seen her
yeah,
her whole life.
yeah. That's what's low key good about that's what's good about track. You feel me? Because I feel like if this was like imagine if it was like Philly, like the Sixers or something. I feel like
Yeah,
they would
they'd be
like boo her.
mad.
They would like boo her or something once she goes back to the stadium. But like
Yeah,
everybody's gonna be hyped, even more hyped. You feel me? When it's like NCAA is always there.
yeah.
So unless you put them outside. I mean, but hey, this has been a good one. This has been a good podcast. Hope you guys been enjoying 6 weeks in a row of the Two Black Runners podcast. We'll be back next week with a dope interview, and the week after that, another dope interview. And then we'll see what we got from there. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Keep it lined up. Appreciate everyone for listening in. I appreciate everyone that was showing me love and support on the half marathon. But yeah, yeah. I mean, I always appreciate just coming on here and talking with y'all. And we're gonna keep on bringing it back to you every single week, every single Two Black Tuesday. Appreciate you and much love.
All right, that's good.